Well, hello there, friends. I love beef stew. Today I made one with beer. Not just any kind of beer, Guinness beer. Yes, it's gonna be delicious, my friends, and I serve it with mashed potatoes. I'm gonna share the recipe with you. We're gonna make it together. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're making Guinness beef stew. Okay, friends, well, I'm going to show you how to make this. This is delicious. I was actually inspired by Marco Pierre White. A lot of people give him a bad rap. Let me tell you. Quick. I got bacon right here. I got a half a pound of bacon right there. Then I let it sweat a little bit so I got some of that fat. I'm going to put some onion in there. Remember, onion is always number first, unless there is bacon. There's bacon. So we want to mix that up really good, and then we're going to saute the meat. The meat, friends, you use chuck roast. You use whatever meat makes you happy, okay? Brisket, whatever you can afford, my friends. Let me tell you, for those of you that shop at Costco, they got these stew meats that I've used a few times. It's not bad at all. This is a chuck roast, but their stew meat is not bad. For those of you that shop at Costco, it's reasonable. Make sure the beef, friends, doesn't touch each other, because we're going to create what is called the Maillard reaction. Yeah, I know, you guys know, I know. But remember, every day we get 2,000 new subscribers. So welcome, all the new subscribers. We love having you. You know, this channel, friends, we love butter. We use a lot of butter, okay? So for those of you that are like concerned with butter, we're not the right channel, but please stick around. We have fun. So, look, friends, I got clarified butter, okay? Look, I'm sauteing in clarified butter. You don't have clarified butter, use a good oil. You know, use good cooking oil, whatever makes you happy, yeah? Remember, it's cooking, we don't take it too seriously. You don't have one thing, just change it to another one. That's not like a big deal. Look, this is what I'm looking for right here. See right there? That's called Maillard reaction, okay? And what's happening? Oh, well, I lowered the heat. Sometimes I wonder about myself one day. Is this smelling good? So, going back to Marco Pierre White. You know, he was the first English chef to get a 3-star Michelin, 3-star. You know, I see a lot of people criticizing them. Yeah, you go out there and get yourself 3-star Michelin guide, and then you can talk. You know, a lot of people out there want to be chef. I hear them criticize, oh, he's old school. Yeah, okay, he's old school, but let me tell you, he was quite a chef. I ate some of his food, quite amazing. This guy was a genius, okay? He's got a interesting character about him, but that's him. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, the reason why I say that is because I had this Guinness stew where he put prunes in it. You're going to say, prunes? Yeah, no. Prunes? Well, let me tell you, it's amazing. I got them. You don't want to put prunes? Don't put them in there. Same recipe. You know what you could do, though? You could put some dried cherries. You don't want fruit in there? Don't put them in there. It's really that simple. You know, it's not like rocket science around here, you know. We're not doing anything complicated. We got meat, we saute it in the pan. We're going to serve it with my buttered mashed potato. Oh, yeah, he can stick around. He's going to be good, friends. All right, look. We're looking good here, right here. You see it? See it right there? I'm going to reduce the heat for that. Okay? Here's what I'm going to do, friends, because it's going to take a little while, okay? I'm going to reduce the heat for that. I'm going to saute all the meat, and then we'll come back, we'll put it all together, okay? It's going to take a little while. I don't want you to have to wait that long. You see? So, you see right there, this is what I'm looking for. I want all of my piece of beef to get this beautiful Maillard reaction. So, I'll be back in a minute when it's all done. Okay, friends, I wanted to show you what happened is I got all that juice right there. I'm going to put all that in there. And you know what I do? I clean my pan with I take a piece of meat and I clean it up. See, I clean the pan with it. You see right there, friends? All right, I take it and I clean the pan with it, just in case a little bit of stick. You see? And now look, beautiful, real beautiful, golden brown color. Everything is gorgeous, right? All right, friends, let's put this aside for a second. Oh, mamma mia. We turn this on. All right, let's go. So I got all this. I'm going to put all this in with all that beautiful juice. I'm going to put stock, and we're going to put the Guinness. We're going to put everything together. Really quick, friends. I got some, a little bit of garlic, sliced very thin. It's about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, depends the size of it, right? I got about a tablespoon of fresh thyme and a tablespoon and a half of fresh rosemary, if you got it. Okay, if you don't have it, put oregano in there, it'll be fine. You know, I like a lot of herbs in there, but it's really up to you, my friends, okay? Put whatever you want. Remember, the garlic is going to be very fragrant. We're going to smell it. We're going to smell it immediately, and we're going to put something wet. So, remember, you smell the garlic, you got to put something wet. I got a can of 28 ounces of peeled plum tomatoes. And I got rid of the water, because I'm going to put beef stock. I don't want that water. All right, so it's a can of 28-ounce peeled Italian tomatoes without the water. Drain the water, okay? I got a can of, or a bottle of Guinness, and this is a 15 ounces. We're going to put it right in there, friends. Okay? You would put wine if you did a normal stock, you know, I mean, or a normal stew, but this is a Guinness. It's delicious, my friends. It really is delicious. All right. Then we got now. This is really. I put some leeks in there because I like. If you got the leeks, you just take them. See, and you just cut them up and down. That's all. Just like this. The white part and the light green as the best part of the leek. If you have them. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Don't put them in. I had them in a cooler, right? And then I got so that was just about 2 cups of leeks, if you were to measure. About a cup and a half of celery, small, the carrots. I was going to show you, but I'm running out of time. How to cut the cows. Actually, you know what? I did a video to show you how to cut all the vegetables. If you haven't seen it, Jack is going to give you a link. It's got all the vegetables, how to cut all the vegetables. Okay, I got carrots, and I got fun carrots. Why not? It's going to be fun, okay? And then what we're going to do, we're going to take the beef. We're going to put it all in there with all the juices. We'll reduce the heat a little bit. Let me tell you, friends, it smells amazing. And it's going to be delicious. Scrape everything, okay? You got all good. Because, you know, I did it in clarified butter. So you know it's going to be delicious. Everything's going to be delicious. Okay, now we got to put some more liquid in there, and then we're going to use a beef stock. If you don't have a beef stock made, then you want to use a good beef broth. But for those of you that cook seriously, you should put a beef stock, a good beef stock. Let me tell you how much I'm going to put. Oh, I don't know if I told you the meat, but it's 3.5 pounds of chuck roast or stew meat. 3.5, almost 3.75 pounds. This is a 4-ounce ladle. I got 1 4-ounce. I got 2 4-ounce. I got 3 4-ounce. I'm trying to cover. And 4 4-ounce. And 5 4-ounce. All right? That's it, my friends. Okay, now what else do I miss? I am going to put salt and pepper, friends, because my stock doesn't have any salt and pepper in yours. Be careful with your salt, because that's pepper. Salt and pepper always the test. Eh? All right, and then we're going to put some salt, because my stock doesn't have any salt, so I got to put salt in there now. And now, the prunes, you're going to say, the prunes. I love saying prunes. I love prunes. I eat them like this, you know. Jack, I'm not so sure. I say, oh, prunes, I don't know. Young people, they don't know that prunes. They're delicious. Anyway, we got 2 things to do here first. I got the oven going at 375. I'm going to take this. Now, I could cook it on the stove, but it's much more stressful. You got to constantly mix. Put it in the oven. It's going to cook about 3 hours, okay, until the meat falls apart. What we're going to do, we're going to reconvene, you and I, in 2.5 hours, because I'm going to show you how to thicken it in 2.5 hours. I'm going to put the flour in it, but I'm not going to put the flour now, because then if I do it now, it's going to fall in the bottom, and it's going to be more difficult to keep up with it. So I'm going to pop it in the oven, and as long as I put the flour a good half hour before it's finished cooking, then the flour will have time to cook, okay? All right, so that's all. I'm going to clean up, pop it in the oven, and I see you in 2.5 hours. Okay, friends, well, it's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we're going to go back in the oven. We're not finished yet, but I wanted to show you that stage, friends. It's when we have to thicken it. So, if you have a cooked roux, I say good. That's all I got left on my cooked roux. I used so much of it this week to do so many different things, but I want to show you. Thank goodness I had a little bit left on my my pie dish. For those of you that have cooked roux, you know how to use it, but I'm going to show you just in case. You take a strainer, you take your cooked roux, you put it in there, and you mix it in, and before you know, it disappears. What is a cooked roux? For those of you that don't have it, it's a clarified butter, and you see, look, it immediately, right, Jack, you can see all this. My strainer is not in the way. You're good? It immediately thickens, you see. And since it's cooked, we don't need to cook it. But for those of you that don't have a cooked roux, you need to add flour, but you need to add flour at least 30 to 45 minutes before it's finished cooking. Or I wanted to show you also, friends, how to determine that. If you look at the meat right there, you go over there, Jack, you can see me right there. You see, look, see the meat. The meat is not tender yet, you see? It's going to fall apart, but now it's not tender yet. So it's got a good 45 more minutes to go. 30 to 45 minutes to go. I have a piece of meat in there, right? So I'm going to take it out of there. So for those of you, friends, that do not have a cooked roux, you got to put flour, but you got to give it time to cook. You can't put flour at the end. You got to give it time to cook. So if you put it at the beginning, it's okay at the beginning of the stew. But the problem is if you do it on the stove and you got the flour falls in the bottom, and you got to constantly mix the bottom of the pot. If you do it in the oven, it's not that big of a deal. But still, it's best if you put the flour toward the end. Okay, I don't want to confuse you. So for those of you that have followed the channel a long time, you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting a little flour in here, and then I'm taking my rice. So instead of a cooked roux, it's raw flour, which means we really have to cook it. All right. But I wanted to show that because I'm sure a lot of our new subscribers don't know how to do that because they haven't seen it yet, and it's really nothing to do. Nothing we do in the kitchen is a big deal, you know. You know, nothing at all. You know, being a chef is not like being a brain surgeon or a pilot or something where, or maybe a pilot, but a brain surgeon where you have to do so many complicated stuff. You know, the stuff we do, you know, it's common sense in a way, you know. If you want to use flour, well, you got to cook it. Not that big of a deal, right? So let me get a wooden spoon so I can mix the thing. And I wanted to show you the texture. See, it's looking beautiful, right? And it's got a nice rich texture. So how thick you make it, it's really how do you like it, you know? Some people like it very liquid. I'm going to serve with a mashed potato. Butter mashed potatoes. So I like it, I like it not too liquid, you know? I like it the right way. I like it the right way. Mamma mia, sometimes I wonder. So at this point, friends, you adjust everything. And I don't have anything to put that in, so I'm gonna make a mess on my counter. And now we're putting the prunes. You don't like the prunes? Then, like I said, don't put them in, okay? But this is inspiration for Marco Pierre White. And let me tell you, I've made it, I've tested, it's delicious. It's really a matter of opinion, eh? You don't like it, just don't put them in, but try it. What do you got to lose? There's the prune in there, you don't like it, just I think I'm going to add more. All right, friends. I want to cook this another 30 to 45 minutes, however long it takes. Look, it's however long it takes for the meat to fall apart. That's really that simple. I just salt and pepper, no big deal. All right, so I see you when it's perfectly cooked and we can serve it. I see you in a minute. Okay, friends, out of the oven. Oh, mamma mia, it's very hot. Very hot, very hot. And we're going to check it out. Remember, friends, it could take 3 hours. It could take 3.5 hours. It could take 3 hours. I think 3 hours is about the right. Mix it up. Now be careful. Be gentle on your prunes. Otherwise, they're all going to fall apart on you, you know. So, but let me tell you, friends, this smells absolutely amazing. And look how gorgeous that is. You see how beautiful that is? And basically, I mean, the meat, you want it to fall apart, but not too much, you know, otherwise it'll be too dry, friends. You know, you want to be able to cut it with a fork. You see it right there? I don't know if you can see it. You see it right there? Can you see it, Jack? Right? You can see it right there. You see, look, friends? And let me tell you, it smells amazing, okay? So, and I'll show you how I serve it, okay? I got these mashed potatoes. I have a recipe online for mashed potatoes, garlic, butter, mashed potatoes. So what I do when I have a dinner party, I put them in a bowl, right there, and you know, and yeah, I use microwave too, you know. Yeah, it's the easiest thing in the world. You make it in advance, you put it in the mic. I'll show you the trick. First of all, you put them in a glass bowl, and you put a little plastic wrap in here. Okay, and don't worry about it. Plastic wrap is not gonna melt. Okay, I've been doing it for 50 years. It works. And look how cool this is, by the way. This is I'm always afraid it's gonna fall, but look, see? It holds it. You put it on top, boom, it seals automatically. How cool is that? You put it in the microwave for a few minutes until the internal temperature is about 150. Take this out, boom, and you got hot mashed potatoes. All right, look, pretty simple, eh? All right, and here we go. You take this scoop. That's my ice cream scoop, by the way. I like a big portion of ice cream. And then we put it right there. Boom. And we got mashed potatoes. And it's hot. So what we do now, we take a portion over here, and I'm going to bring the plate over there, Jack, because otherwise I'm going to make a total mess. And I go in there like this, you see? And then I serve myself. Now, how much you put in, how little you put in, is really a matter of opinion, friends. Okay? You like a big serving, you like a small serving, it's really up to you, and you decorate it with some of the prunes, and it's really up to you. I like to put a little bit of parsley in it, a touch of parsley right there like this, and then also I like to remind my guests that I got thyme in there, and I also got rosemary, so I give them a little bit of both right there, and voila, my friends. And let me tell you, it's going to be delicious. All right, first I'm going to try it, and I should not need a knife, but I should need because it's going to be hot. But look how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you. I'm going to take a little piece because otherwise I'm going to burn myself. I think I'm going to burn myself no matter what. This is like, it's delicious. Smells amazing. It's completely different when you make it with the beer than when you make it with the wine. It's the whole different flavor. And the prunes, like I say, you don't like it, don't put them in. It gives a nice little sweetness to the whole thing. All right, delicious. Huh? Oh. 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 It's good when it's hot. My friend, I hope you make it. I'm telling you, it melts in your mouth. Literally, it's gone. Absolutely delicious. You can make a head, you can freeze some of it, nothing's gonna happen to it. I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. Oh man, That was really hot, but it is absolutely delicious. There's a thing, a magic about burning yourself. Oh, because I tell you, there's something special about that. Maybe it's a sadomasochist thing when I like to burn myself, but the food tastes better that way. Huh? Oh, okay, we're done.